Water, we're 70% of it. We need it to live. We can only live 3 days without it. You know, our brains are basically water and fat. But what if I tell you that water can kill you? You know, what if I give you a bit of aquaphobia? So, you know, we need it to live and it's essential, but you know, there are some kinds of water that will definitely kill you. And starting off with which, well, here's an interesting case. Water itself, just plain old water. So on January 12, 2007, there was a woman who was found dead inside her apartment. And earlier that day, she took part in a contest called Wii for a Wii. Oh, hold your wee for a wee, whatever it's called. That's right, she took a part in a contest where she has to hold her pee in her bladder for as long as possible for a Nintendo Wii, something you can find now for like 10 pounds. In the contest, she drank 2 gallons of water within a few hours. And then on the way back home, she had a worsening headache. And when she was found dead in her apartment, well, they found later that she died of something called water intoxication. Yep, if you drink too much water, you can die. Now you may be thinking to yourself, well, how can this happen? Well, water in itself is all good, but if you put too much in your body, it's gonna dilute the blood. And what happens when blood dilutes? Well, your brain swells and it gets bigger. And this is what happened to this woman. She had a bit of headache because of it. She felt a bit nauseous, and you can even have seizures. And because of it, she died. So yep, no more water can kill you. So you may be thinking to yourself, okay, the moral story, you know, don't be gluttonous with water. Well, you know, even if you just drink some tap water, you could die. Flint, Michigan is famous for the Flint lead poisoning in the water problems. What if I told you that's not the only problem they've had with tap water? In 2014, 90 people developed pneumonia and 4 conditions from the tap water, and 12 died as well. You know, pneumonia is a common condition, but this one was rare. It was done by something called Legionnaria, which is a type of parasite that lives in water. And so the way you get it is through infected water. And in this case, the Flint water was also infected with Legionnaria. So now you may be thinking to yourself, you know, I'm just gonna stop drinking water. I'm just gonna take a bath, because baths are safe, right? You know, it's not going inside your body. If it's not inside your body, it won't kill you, right? Well, I'm here to prove you wrong, because on the 20th of June 1976, Disney opened the first water park. I know, cool, right? You can go swimming as well, and you can see Mickey Mouse later. And well, fast forward a few more years to August 1980, an 11-year-old boy died at the park after swimming in the tropical, wonderful Floridian waters of the park. He was later diagnosed, well, it's called the death word, amoebic meningeal encephalitis. That is caused by a disease called amoeba. What is amoeba? Well, it's a parasite that lives in fresh water, and the way it kills you is, well, there's some people who even go swimming in amoeba infested water knowing that it can kill them, but because they like it for some reason, I don't know why. But if you go swimming in amoeba infested water, you can swim up to your neck level, because as soon as it goes inside your nose, the amoeba can swim up your nose into your brain and just eat away at your nerves. Okay, so now you may be thinking to yourself, okay, I'm just going to stop swimming in fresh water. I'm just going to stop having showers. I'm just going to stop having everything. Just, you know, swim like a fish, go in the salt water. Well, apart from the fact that you can have too much salt water and die, there's other ways that salt water can kill you. Namely, cold, very, very cold oceanic waters. On the 15th of June 2004, a 21-year-old man went missing off the coast of Sussex after he went jet skiing with nothing but some shorts and a top. You know, he wasn't wearing a swimsuit. He was later found to have died from cardiac arrest after he drifted upshore 8 days later. Now, the cardiac arrest was caused by arrhythmias because he fell into the cold waters without any protection. And what happens when you fall into cold water? Well, here's something. Some people, you may see them on, you know, Guinness World Book Records. They may do cold water tolerance stuff and they enjoy it. And, you know, they go into -20 water and they survive. But here's the thing, you will always see them up to neck level, because once you're inside water to neck level, you have something called the cold shock response. And what that is that your body starts to react to the cold water, you know, when it's just up to your neck level, and it starts to speed up your heart rate. But there's also something called the diver's response, which is when you put your face inside the water and your heart rate slows down. Okay, so these people who go on Guinness World Record, they just put up to the neck level. Some people who like train for snipers or whatever, they put their face in cold water and they do the diver's response. But one speeds up the heart, the other one slows down the heart. If you do both, you put both your body and your face in the water, the heart doesn't know what to do, and then you open for arrhythmias. And this is what happens to this guy. He had a cardiac arrest because of an arrhythmia. So now you may be thinking to yourself, well, water just sucks. I'm just not gonna have any more water in my life. It's just deadly, it's not worth it. But here's the thing, as I said earlier, you can only live 3 days without fresh water. And you just have to be careful. And I know sometimes, you know, you may try your best to be most careful you can, but stuff happens. And water is amazing, but everything in life can be deadly. So I hope you liked this episode of Medicinals. So do leave a like, subscribe and a comment, and I'll see you in the next one.